My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with Internal Revenue Service. I worked at IRS for 10 years. I've been in private practice for 40 years. And I was a revenue officer. I have worked thousands of cases. I have a whole team of former IRS agents on staff. And you can go to my website at 777irs.com. I've been on the national news a lot. You can see all my videos. When you deal with IRS debt, everyone says, do you have any secrets? Do you have secrets? Yeah, there's a secret that most people need to know, but it's obvious, but they don't know. So one of the big secrets that I need to reveal, and you can know this, if you practice this a lot, and if you know this, and if you're going to owe IRS debt, there's something you must know. It's a secret, it's a mystery that I'm unfolding that you should know. If you don't know this, don't try to resolve the debt yourself. A lot of people don't want to hire a professional. They think they can do it themselves, and boom, they get caught behind the 8 ball. And it's really easy to, because they don't know this. It's the National Standards Program. If you don't know the National Standards Program, don't call IRS. Don't do that. You're going to have a bad day. If you're going to file an offer in compromise with IRS and you're going to send it in, you don't know the IRS National Standards Program, boom, your offer is going to get rejected because you don't know what you're doing. If you owe IRS debt, period, and you want to put your case in non-collectible, you want to go in a payment agreement, if you want to do an offer in compromise, and you don't know the National Standards Program, stop. You better do some research on it, because it's going to be a really sad day for you when you meet the Internal Revenue Service, a big bad day for you. So when I'm called and someone says, hey, I want to hire you, Michael, the first thing I ask for is a financial statement. I've got to make sure where their national standard is compared to the IRS National Standard Program. Let me explain to you what that means. As a former agent, when I was taking and I'm developing cases and I'm making decisions and recommendations, there's two things that I'm interested in cases. I want to know what your assets are, and I want to know what your income and expense ratio is. Those are the only two things, whether you're doing an offer, putting hardship, or a payment agreement, unless you're doing a 6-year streamline or 5-year streamline. IRS is going to want a financial statement on you. Okay, so what most people don't know is they take that little financial statement and they put all their expenses down just like the form says. But on the 433A, if you've ever seen it, you can pull it up. The 433, the revenue officer uses, which is the one I like to use on everyone, it says for IRS use only. What people don't know is IRS is going to hold you to their standards, not on your standards. And that's what's called, the IRS has what's called a National Standards Program. What does that mean? Is that IRS, through the Department of Labor, has come down and said what you can spend on, listen to me, you can Google this, IRS National Standards for food and clothing, IRS National Standards for housing and utilities, IRS National Standards for car payment, IRS National Standards for car expenses. They're going to disallow your expenses and they're going to put their expenses in, and that's called the National Standard Program. It's a standardized program all across the United States, and every region and every state and every county telling you exactly what you can spend on those expenses in that area. Food and clothing, housing and utilities, car payments, car expenses. They're not going to allow your expenses. The Department of Labor has all these. Go Google these yourself. So the big IRS secret that I need to tell you about, that's really not a secret, but you need to know because it's a secret to you. If you're looking at this, you better know the IRS National Standards Program. You're going to maybe want a $500-$600 payment agreement. IRS is going to look at these standards and says you need a $2,000 payment because you have more money left over. You're going to want to do an offer and compromise and you think you can settle for this. IRS plugs in the national standards and boom, you've got thousands and thousands of dollars more. Don't do anything with IRS till you contact either a professional, or if you're going to do it yourself, know the National Standards Program. Give me a subscription. I gave you everything I had today. Thank you. I got a bunch of great videos. You want me to do a video on something? Leave me a comment. Thank you so much.